Jump over to the Euro USD, Euro USD, also trading range, of course, which makes sense. You've got these lows and these highs. You're just bracketed inside of that, as we've been highlighting. Very important to, as early as you can, try to identify, trading range or trend on each time frame, because that can really inform you on how do you want to trade that. So right now, when you're in a trading range, the opportunities form towards the edges, and you can see it right here. Even as it moved down, there was no follow through, even though it closed at lows. That bar right there should have said, okay, now what's happening? Are we forming a low? You got another inside bar here, another inside bar there. That's a 4-week trading range. Then you had a trade through that, right? I think that's really the only opportunity that was there recently. So you can see it right here, moving inside that trading range. Here's your only time to really be active for a higher probability swing, right? Down, let's highlight this, down, base, consolidation, long here. And as I've said previously, I like to use a higher daily low, for example, for my stop. And then that's your swing, right? That's how you're using cycle analysis to help to inform you on timing, right? But you have to always understand price structure and, what kind of move would you be looking for, right? So this was a name that had a bearish trend for a while, so it needed to work off that downtrend. That's why it formed a base versus doing any kind of sharp move down, sharp move up, right? That's why it formed the base. So then you wait for your trigger opportunity. You can ask the question, what is the actual pattern in terms of price that is forming? Is there one? And if so, that can help you create your line in the sand to be active, right? So that was a really clean opportunity, right? But since that point, has there been any obvious setups, at least for me, since then? No. This is just moving up and down doing random stuff, so just let it do it. Markets are going to go through phases of randomness where it just moves up and down, up and down, up and down. You want to stay far away far away from that, and find those periods. Oftentimes you'll have brief moments to be active where you can get a signal, right? Where there's a clear reason for why it's happening. In some names, that happens more often. In other names, it happens less often. But you have to obviously have a large universe, so that way you aren't sitting there just waiting for one thing to happen in one symbol. But that's the idea, at least in my opinion. I'm not talking about longer term holdings necessarily. I'm talking about trading on a shorter time frame. And in order to be able to optimize your sizing around that, you have to have that sense for when there are higher odds plays versus when you have lower odds plays, so on and so forth. So again, everyone does that their own way. I'm just sharing with you how I have really learned it over time through a lot of trial and error, right? No one really showed me anything. It was all trial and error. But in that way, it is yours, right? And you have ownership of everything you're doing. No one can really say anything else. It doesn't matter what anyone says. I don't really care. I'm 100% really focused on just what I'm doing. And that's where everyone should be, or everyone should ideally work to be. It doesn't matter what anyone says. I don't care if anyone thinks it is going higher. I don't care if some other people think it's going lower. Completely irrelevant. Okay. So that's really, really where I want everyone to be, is to be thinking independently, really based on your own workflows that you operate from. Okay. So in terms of the areas, you have a zone here, 116.29 to 115.77, a 78.6 about 115.